guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be watching 6 women, 4 challenges. Can they work together to win? So basically, this is part 2 of Can 6 Straight Men Cry to Survive? The reason I'm reacting to this today is not only because the react videos are cutesy patootsy, but y'all love the last one. For any newcomers, hello. For any existing comers, also hello. I think it's just time to get straight into the video.
Welcome to All for One. You've all expressed interest in challenging yourselves to go beyond your comfort zone.
Seeing that person that changed so many lives, like incapable of like helping themselves. I started.
Pause. I'm also gonna be doing my makeup while we watch this.
As a group, you will be given 4 tasks that increase in difficulty, and you will win or lose together.
Shut up. I think I was the only one that was like hesitant.
Girl, like this is crazy. Like there's cameras around.
I'm just that bitch. Like I'm just down for everything.
Put your hands together and come up with a team name.
Oh, like this?
Like this? What's the like first letter of everyone's name? Like, can we make a word out of that?
Was it like Spicy 6 or something like that?
Oh yeah, spicy six. Spicy six.
Very spicy.
Love it.
1, 2, 3.
Spicy six.
Yay! Task 1.
Everyone must completely remove their makeup, one person at a time. When you're ready, step on the red X and begin.
I have different ones for the female version. The first task for the, I guess, male version of this was to kiss. Okay.
Again.
You know, going with no makeup is like one of those things that is hard. Like we all came in trying to look really good. And that was of course the first thing y'all did, where it's just like right in the camera.
Oh god.
Oh my god, this is like the scene from Mulan.
But I just feel like my beat today is so good. I'm like, beat took like. I did take the time. I used my good product,
My expensive
my good
product.
foundation. It's fine.
No,
It's okay.
we're gonna be cute. Don't worry. So I think I was okay with it. It was more so just making sure like the group was okay, because I feel like I can be a little bit like worried, and we're always worried about like what everyone's feeling together as a group. I feel like that's my personality. So
I would definitely do this, but like if I had used like expensive makeup, I would be a little bit hesitant, because what do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
So I didn't really care. The only thing I had was lipstick and a little bit of like eyeliner. But yeah, I was open to that. That was okay. I like my skin. Yeah. Even when it has like imperfections. We're beautiful with it or without it.
yeah, I think
Exactly. Yeah. Like I'll be so real. Like
Thank you.
get my eyebrows and like lashes like tinted because I'm always so like, my fear that you always are like afraid of will happen, like happened, where like someone will be like, take your makeup off, and you're like, I gotta like
Take me swimming on the first day.
yeah, I mean like yeah,
I'll take it off for you. I'll take it off.
see some of the girls like, oh, like that's like not really kind of what I signed up for or whatever, but I could see them kind of change once everybody was like, we're good guys, we got this, like it's cool, this is easy.
Can you recognize me still?
yeah, you look great.
Product of my eye.
So beautiful.
You look great.
I'll pull up to the party without makeup.
You know what?
Fresh
You know what?
face.
That's a vibe.
Where's my camera? Stepping out of our comfort zone.
Can I just admire this beat real quick?
I feel like it was pretty short.
Damn, it took me like an hour with some good music.
Especially to the fact that just our having to take off like a physical appearance is part of an emotional game for us, and the fact that like getting to do something that a lot of like traditionally like male identifying people don't have to worry about to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And it's like we're judged on that, and it's just, I don't know,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Society really wants us to be perfect. And I think that when you see people who aren't fitting those standards, those people are more attracted to. Because I feel like they're kind of being rebellious to the standard of beauty. Because I feel like beauty is not just one thing, it's multiple fashions. You don't look at one flower and say, oh, that's the only flower that's beautiful. It's every flower is beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, these people are like really sweet.
Chew on it.
Task 2!
Your turn.
I can open it.
Yes.
It says everybody must cry, use your words, real tears only.
How much time
Got
do
you.
you
I got
have?
you. Give me like 10.
Oh wait, so this is task 2? The other one, the men, this was their 4th task, so this is task 2, so interesting.
I'm not usually the type of person to be emotionally vulnerable. It takes me time. It takes time to like crack this shell.
I'm gonna try to just like cry first.
I just got my heart broken, so.
Okay, wait, tell us about it.
8-year relationship, done. That's it.
8 years, what happened?
I'm a cry girl.
You should.
Just emotionally not there.
Let it out.
I just grew apart. Let it out. I'm single for the first time in like 8 years.
But there's so much beauty in being single.
I know.
And by yourself.
It's just so like, hold on. I'm gonna laugh. Sorry.
No, you're good.
This would literally be me, like, having a laugh on the spot like that, I would be having a laugh? Wait. Having a cry on the spot like that, I would be laughing instead, because it's just like, it's kind of unserious. I don't know. I mean, it's serious what she's like talking about, but it's like, I find it hard to be serious.
Learned a lot
in
from that relationship.
Oh yeah, what not to do.
serious.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was my whole 20s.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna turn 30 in like a couple months and I'm single in my 30s.
Now you know what you're looking for, and now you know what you deserve as a woman and how you should be treated and all that stuff.
Okay, you're gonna
No,
cry.
I think we've all gone through breakups that sucked.
Can I hug you? It might help.
I can't. I literally have to, like, I can't. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I felt.
Okay, it's okay.
I think losing a friend though is the hardest. Like friendship is like the most to me because I feel like that's like family. I had a really close friend with me and I loved her so much, but we definitely did. I'm trying not to ugly cry. So I'm holding it in because you start shaking and they just fill you up so much because they know you and they know how you operate. And then having to like grow apart, losing a friend is way more emotional for me than a man because I've gone through so many men. And I learned a lot from them and I'm grateful for them, but like, who do I go to after if I lost that friend? You know? I cry so much. Ask any of my friends.
That's true. I feel like there's a different, I mean, I've never been in a relationship, so how am I gonna know? But I feel like there's a different connection when it's like your friend, you know, especially really pop. Like, I feel like it's different for those reasons, but just like, there's a different connection. I mean, obviously, because it's platonic. They're on different wavelengths, and I feel like losing a friend can be more hurtful.
But I don't know, I feel like I'm very empathetic. Like all the stories the girls are saying, like I was literally sitting there crying because it's just so much that people go through with trauma and just like experiencing.
Yeah, I would be crying immediately. Like there would be no just be no question about it. I would see someone else cry and start crying.
So my mom, when I was in high school, she had a brain tumor and it was a glioblastoma, which usually the average is 6 months. But then she was on a vaccine trial and all these things and lasted until pretty much my last semester before college. I graduated early. She died when she was 60 and right after her birthday, and she went into hospice the week of my birthday. I remember like watching this person grieve early and like watching them go, and not only grieving my mom but grieving someone that my dad's American but she's Argentinian, and like seeing the grief of like my culture go. Like no longer would I hear like Spanish at home, and no longer would like she drink like mate when I got home, and like it was not just like watching someone, you know, like their brain leave their body, but like seeing that person that changed so many lives, like incapable of like helping themselves. I'm sorry, I don't know.
I was like thinking about my mom.
Cut the cameras, dead ass. I just forged that one out, guys. I'm a winner.
My dad's like 72 years old. I'm only 23. I'm the youngest of the three of us, and like my brothers had him for longer. He tells me he's okay, but I keep crying to him that he's not okay.
I be feeling that sometimes. Like my mom was very independent and stuff like that, so like she was trained to like not let people see her cry and act very strong, and she had 2 kids, like my brother and my sister are like a lot older than me, so she never let anybody see her cry, and she kind of instilled that into me and my sister. Like my mom has gotten accustomed to just like burying all that, you know what I mean? She'll apologize after crying to me. And I always thought that was so strange. I'm like, why are you apologizing for like expressing yourself? You know what I mean? Like you needed to get it out, and like who else is better to do that with than me? I didn't want to train myself to feel that, because I definitely like do feel good like after a really good cry.
I know like after my mom died, and
life is hard. Life is hard as a woman, and I feel like I haven't cried enough. So I'm going to talk about something. I had an abortion in the last semester of college, and that was really tough because I was in a long distance relationship at the time. It was hard not to have the person. It was hard not to have the person that like you are in that situation with you, and also them like processing it in a different way, because like it was a decision that was supported, but I think he viewed it as like, okay, you got the abortion, one and done.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm like, I'm mourning like something, like my body is changing at a rapid pace, and this is weird for me. I feel like I'm like grieving a part of myself that was before that experience, and it just sucked. It was really great like hearing everybody else like get really vulnerable and talk about their grief and like how we process that. So it made me feel a lot more comfortable with doing that.
Spicy 6. Yo, call me Spicy 7. Task 3.
That was a dog.
Oh my God, happy birthday.
It's your birthday?
It was.
Everyone's birthday's happening this year, so.
Happy belated birthday!
what if it's like astrology?
Everybody must strip naked.
Shut up.
You cannot cover yourself.
Shut up.
Everyone must then remain nude for 20 minutes.
Shut up.
Okay, to what degree? I'll do it.
I'm down, but that's also
I
like
don't want to peer
forever.
pressure anybody though. I do go to the day spa a lot, so like that's like not really that big of a thing for me. But again, it was getting other girls past the barrier of like we're all gonna be naked at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's like not that big of a deal.
Okay, so like I do modeling, so I have been naked in front of people.
Yeah, I have too.
Same. The thing is too, we're censored.
Yeah, we're sensitive. It's like wearing a bikini.
Okay, let's just do it. I've never done anything like that.
I think the undressing part is probably the most awkward part about being naked in front of strangers.
All right, gents, let's leave.
I'm starting from the top down.
The Apple Watch stays on. Everyone's consenting to the titties being ripped out.
Of course.
Don't see it anyway.
Oh my God, wait.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Everyone's motivating each other. Everyone's like, yeah, let's do it. It's the easiest one. It's fine. Like, it's just fat and cells and tissues. And I'm like, yeah, but you guys are all like smaller than me. I'm literally the biggest one in this freaking group. And that was really hard. But once the clothes came off, it was kind of fine. It was like easy because everyone was naked around me. So I was like, okay, it's fine.
No, I'm trying to like intentionally be as like messy and disgusting in my movements.
Hold on. I have so many layers. I'm like, so
I can't believe I'm naked.
Like I was taught from my family that like sex is supposed to be like free, and like sex was like not a hang up in my family, you know what I mean? Like I was allowed to watch rated R movies, and like if a sex scene came on, it's not a big deal. We'd be like, hey, how's the game today? Like, but I went through like a phase in high school where I was dating somebody and I got caught on my phone with like sending nude pictures, and like the whole thing kind of flipped on its head, and my family was like, maybe you were sharing, maybe we were a little too open with you, because why are you doing stuff like this and you're not supposed to? And also I'm like a goody two shoes, so it was like completely something I would never do. And so after that, my personality and like things about my body like shifted a lot, and I started to make myself feel really shamed about like womanhood and, you know, being like a woman and like being perceived like sexually. Like first of all, like still to this day kind of annoys me, but it used to like scare the hell out of me to like someone would like perceive me sexually, because I felt like you didn't have my permission to do that, and I had to like unteach myself how to do that.
There's a community of people, men and women and other people, it's a fetish that they like to see people, and some like to get fed. So that's like, it's crazy. So that kind of mentally me up because every time when I'm on a date,
good relationship.
yeah, and then meeting these guys and they're just like, I want to feed you, and I'm like, I'm not into that, and then them dumping me, or when they see me, they're like, you're too skinny for me, and it's like, what do you mean I'm too skinny for you? And then I would go on Tinder and it's like, you're too fat. And then I got into a relationship for 8 years and it was great. He liked me how I am, but then I started getting into like fitness, and then I lost 100 pounds and I was good. But then the man that I loved told me, like, you're not gonna continue losing weight, right? Because like, I don't know if I could be attracted to you, you lost weight. So then Nick married me.
I've never been like thin, I guess. Like, my family naturally, like the hips were like always larger, and like I kind of like everyone growing up around me was very, very, very thin and tiny. A lot of times, like in high school, I remember like one kid was like, you know, Julie, like, I've never met an ugly blonde before until I met you. But like it like fucked me up, and like I always was called like, because I did like I pitched like Sharpay in high school, and like they were like, oh, I didn't know we had like a fat Sharpay, and it was like a lot of like body shame.
Oh my God.
And my mom was always so great. But like I joined Weight Watchers at 16, but I also was diagnosed with the binge eating disorder when I was kind of in college, and it, you know, it like really fucked me up, and I just kind of was like, oh my God. And then it wasn't until like college and in adulthood I started doing things like immersive theater, like out of my comfort zone. Every body was like up and present, and it was just a body, and I was like, where am I getting this idea that like this is bad, or like not being a certain size and all these things? It was so free because there was like, everyone else has like a little, you know, something going on, and I was like, we all are just like insecure, and there's no reason. For what?
No, for me, it stems a lot from my family is really religious. They're like strong Catholics, which makes me not as religious.
Yeah.
It is like how pressured I feel.
Yeah.
So like growing up like that, it's just about just conservative. Just make sure you're covered up, but you have to still look pretty. But you can't be like too done up because then you're too into yourself.
I definitely agree with the girl with the buzz cut. I agree with her about the like, it kind of makes me angry how like sexualized women are, and how like no matter what you do when you're a woman, you can't escape it. I feel like everyone has hated their body at some point. But I'm like okay with it. I'm like, okay. It's like, it's helping me live, you know what I mean? So what more can I do?
When I was in that Jubilee video and my body was teeny.
Literally, I put on a Google Drive folder like,
This is so
Thank you. Yeah, did we just
I think you guys created a good experience and you have a good crew. The diversity of people you had in the room made it feel more comfortable.
How did you feel afterwards?
Sweaty and kind of free. Honestly, really free, because I've been insecure all my life, and then I wasn't for like 20 minutes. I was not insecure, so that was crazy.
Oh, thanks, guys. Girl, give me the mic right now.
We gotta be more
Karaoke!
Is this the rapping about insecurities I hear?
Everybody must use a provided microphone. It must be heard by our production sound mix.
That was not what I was expecting. Everybody must fart. What if you can't fart?
Are you gonna give us like
I know, give us like.
That is crazy.
We do have snacks.
I don't know if I can.
Oh God.
I've always wanted to be like one of those people who could fart on command though.
Oh,
This is
banana
so much
make you
worse
fart?
than I.
I'm really confused.
Because girls are very like private about that sort of thing. You know what I mean? We have like an inside joke that's like, girls don't poop and they don't fart either. You know what I mean?
Digestive systems, I think, need like 30 minutes. We gotta do something.
No, okay, let's start. Not a banana,
This is the real squid
Let
dude.
me try popcorn.
I don't usually have bananas. I'm so scared that like I'm gonna go up to that mic and then something wet's gonna come out.
I've always been so open about farting. In primary school, I farted in a classroom and I was sitting with my friend, and she turned to me and she said, Natasha, did you just fart? And I said yes with a smile on my face. Okay, so this would be easy for me. The only problem is that it's not, for me at least, it's not the shame of farting, it's how the hell I'm gonna get to the point of farting. I mean, they gave them like popcorn and bananas, I guess those are foods that make you fart. Let's actually find out. I'm gonna chat GPT it. Beans, broccoli, dairy, apples, carbonated drinks, onions, garlic, chewing gum. So nothing, no food that they were just given makes you fart. Guys, why did, every time I do eyeliner, it just looks like terrible. Can we get a close-up on this shit? What the fuck was I thinking? Are we serious?
Oh, what if I get a hernia from this?
You probably will.
That's it.
Oh, you know, we did our best.
Good job for your bravery. Good job.
game.
Did it. Good job.
Good game. GG.
Good job. Good job.
You're the master.
Good job.
What are you going to take away from this experience?
That I can do anything, honestly, and nothing can't hold me back anymore.
I was like, I'm gonna appreciate every time like I have to fart, you know, like, but like I think the biggest takeaway is like it's okay to like have feelings and express those feelings.
Surprisingly, I thought it was gonna be worse, like I mentioned. I thought it was gonna be like women against women, but there was a lot of love in the room just because the way you guys casted everybody.
I finished my 20s doing this, and I'm gonna enter my 30s, and I don't know, I feel like a brand new person. I really do.
Is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I need to quickly do my lips and then the makeup will be done. Look away. Bow! This is the makeup done. Do not play with the K. Overall, a little bit, definitely unique. The unique thing that we just watched there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more Jubilee reaction videos, let me know, gang. Anyways, if you made it this far and you are new, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, okay? If you are an existing watcher, thank you for being here nonetheless. Subscribe. Goodbye.